Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Today I can't decide. That's where the sit-stand desk comes into play. So the specifications and features. So let's start with the top of the desk. So it's 140 by 70 centimeters and it's a one piece, and obviously there's different options you can go through for different colors and stuff like that if you wanted. It's got enough size to it that you can put two oversized monitors on there, so two large monitors as well as a PC. It's height adjustable from anywhere from 72 centimeters up to 120 centimeters, so it's ideal for multiple people. You've got a little control system there. You can put a memory in, so for example someone likes the desk height at 75 centimeters, someone likes it at 78, and someone likes it at 90. You can get it to memorize all that, and then touch it a button, it will adjust itself, which is ideal. Obviously it's designed for sitting and standing, so if you want to be more productive generally standing, you can do that, or if you want to be more relaxed you can sit down. Also sit-stand desks are usually good as well for your fitness, because if you're standing generally it helps you burn more calories and you're moving around and all this, that and the other. So it's pretty quiet, so it's under 50 decibels when the motor's in action. It's silent when obviously it's not doing anything and it's just sitting still. It's got cable management system built in there for its own cables. Bear in mind, if you want to add a cable management system for like PC cables and power bricks, you will have to add that extra. That doesn't come included. It has also got anti-collision system, so if something's underneath, let's just say a cat, dog, whatever, it will be a big cat, but anything's underneath the desk and gets in the way, then it should stop itself as well. And it comes with a 5-year warranty. Down to assembly. They said it would take 15 minutes. Well, I put the boss in charge of it, as that's where she excels, and it took her that long just to read the instructions and figure out what parts were what. And she still got confused over the screws. She said if it had been her, she would have labelled the packaging of the screws A, B, C, and so on. As it was, she had some shorter screws and longer screws that at a glance they looked the same, and that's where the confusion came. In the end, she had to take the screws out and start over. Did I mention she was not happy? But in the end, when it was assembled, we both stood back and, well, we liked it. Okay, let's go through some positives and negatives about the table, as well as some things we've noticed. So there is a PC cable tidy, or at least a hole to put your cable in through, but it would have been nice on the bottom of the table to have an actual sleeve or a cable tidy area where you could put the power bricks, your cables and stuff from your PC to save them all hanging across the floor. It's a shame really, because it's nice and tidy under there. Otherwise, with the built-in cabling, just would have been nice to be able to tidy your own cabling. There is a video on the website which tells you how to build it, but bear in mind the video on the website looks nothing like the parts what are actually inside the box, even though the parts we actually got physically say on them, or at least the legs. Watch the video of how to do it, but the actual legs and everything is different on the video. We also found some parts were pre-assembled as well, which could lead to confusion for some people, because in the instructions it tells you to assemble certain things while they were already pre-assembled. Build quality seems very good. The desk doesn't wobble at all when it's at a low setting, but does have a slight wobble when you've got it really high up, like 120 centimeters. But then again, pretty much most things will if they're that height and slightly top heavy. The motor is quieter than I expected, not silent, but quiet enough to not disturb anyone else if you're in an office or at home. The control panel is easy to use, and you can adjust the desk pretty much within a millimeter or two to whatever you want, and it's also got a memory on there as well, so you can automatically set it to basically when you press number 1 to go to a certain height, you press number 2, you go to another height, and so forth. The stand can hold 120 kilo. Bear in mind that doesn't include the desktop. So the desktop obviously is around about 20 kilo. So you take that off, you've got around about 100 kilo to spare, which should be enough to put 2 monitors and a very good high-end gaming PC on there. Obviously double check your weights before doing so. The plastic circular feet are adjustable on the bottom, so if you do have a slightly wonky floor, you can adjust it so it fits just right and doesn't wobble. You could potentially unscrew those and put some sort of wheel on there, but obviously make sure those wheels will support the weight of the whole desk because it is heavy. And bear in mind when you are building this and moving it around, I do suggest you have at least 2 people to do it because it is very, very heavy. You can also mount the control panel on either the left or the right side of the table, so it's really down to preference and how it's going to fit in with how you've got your room sorted as well. And the power cable that sticks out from the actual desk itself, bear in mind some of it is under some shrouding, is around about 2.5 meters long, so that should be long enough to reach most plug sockets nearby the desk, so you shouldn't have an issue there. While the price may seem high for some, because you can go out and buy a standard table for a lot cheaper, you have to look outside the box and realize you are getting multiple height desks in one that you can conveniently alter depending on your requirements. For example, my wife, the boss, is 5'7", so she can basically adjust the desk to the height she wants, which when she's sitting is 75 centimeters. Myself, I'm 6'6", and I like my desk height at 82 centimeters when sitting. If you want to work while standing, you can adjust all the way up to 120 centimeters at the click of a button. The desk for me is near perfect, hence I'm giving this the Hell Yeah award. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know I did. If you're looking for something to go with the table, why not look at these chairs we've reviewed just over here? Otherwise, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.